What it do? What's happening? What it is? It's my mama's birthday. Happy birthday to the woman that raised me. You dig? My mama. Where do I start? I'm gonna start from the beginning. So whatever the definition of a mom is, she's that times 10. Strong lady, tougher than nails. There's 11 of us. Well, so I'm the only boy. I got 11 sisters, but I'll explain that. So my mom and dad had 7 kids together. They split up. My mom had 2 more without him. He had 2 more. My dad had 2 more without her. And they both had girls. So I got 11 sisters. I'm the only boy. And the first too. I'm the oldest. So anyway, my mom let us do what we did. Like, she was more strict with the girls. She let us kind of find our own ways in life. She never forced us to do anything. She just like how I parent now. She just played the background. Like, just made sure we didn't crash out doing something that can cost us our lives type shit. You feel me? I'm the only one that took took this little street route. Cause I was a badass kid. I was bad as fuck. Her motivation definitely was us. She was a stay-at-home mom. We did like little stuff that I try to keep going now with my daughter. Like, we made Rice Krispies together. And I don't care nobody say, homemade Rice Krispies go way harder than the store Rice Krispies. But we used to do stuff like that. We cooked together. Movie nights. My mom, she always, her whole thing was us. Like, she did go to the club though. My mom went to the club, but she ain't no drinker. She always been there. We used to watch movies in her room a lot, or watch shows in her room a lot, and we all be laying on her, like all the kids. Like, I'll be laying on her leg, another sister laying on her leg and her thigh. Mother, like, we would all be piled up on her. Like, real talk. I can remember telling us get off her all the time. Get off me. My mama the ish for sure. She's 5'5", yellow, petite. You, like, if you seen her, you wouldn't think that she was as tough as she is. Don't let her fool you. This lady is immaculate. I promise you. Different breed. And she knows everything. That's why I try to know so much. I'm a fanatic about knowing shit. Like anything. I try to learn as much as I can because of my mom. Because every time I've ever asked her, like, about anything, she knew the answer, and she knew some more shit. It didn't matter from cars to sports to books, all type of stuff. She just knew everything. No matter what I asked her, she always knows. Even now today, like, I won't know something, I'll ask her about it. I study a lot of shit now, so I'll call her and be like, Mom, did you know whoopie wop? And she'll tell me half of the shit I just learned about it. I'm like, God damn. In my head, I'm like, damn, she know every goddamn thing. This one woman took care of 7 kids basically on her own. Until she got with my younger sister's dad. She was a very prideful woman. She wouldn't get on housing. My mama a straight hustler. Her hustle was brazen. She made hundreds of thousands out the dope game. Straight up. When I was like 12, when I was like 12 or 11, she called me in the room one day, and she just had a gang of money on the bed, and she just, like, let me mess with it and touch it and all that, count it. I was like 20. I remember I was like 21, and I went to pick up my dad, and I had made like a little over 5K in like overnight. Like, had it been like 5 hours or less. And I told my dad, and it's crazy because I never told him stuff like that. Like, our relationship really wasn't like that. So I never really spoke to him about certain shit. But I told him that day. And he just looked at me. I remember he looked at me like crazy. And he was like, damn. He's like, you definitely a go-getter. He's like, you definitely a go-getter like your mama. I've always looked up to my mom. My uncles and older relatives, they used to always, even to this day, they still tease me about that, being a mama's boy. I don't give a damn, no. Like, I love my mama for sure. And I'll do whatever for her. One time I hit a lick. I came up too. I sent my mom half of the money. And my uncle, he was with me. He wasn't with me during the lick, but he afterwards the next morning, I told him, I showed him, like, look, woo, wop, wop. He's like, damn. He's like, all right. And but I'm on the phone. But I'm on the phone and I'm telling my mom like I'm about to send you some money, whoopie wop. But she don't know how much I'm sending her nothing. But I sent her half of the money that I made. And I remember my uncle just like he was staring at me the whole time like damn, like he couldn't believe it. Rule and peace to my Uncle Troy Davidson. You dig? He definitely saluted that. He loved that. My mom, she really didn't show much emotion. She's a she's a caring mom, but she wasn't that mom that's like, oh, I love you every second, you know, all that extra shit. She wasn't like that. She wasn't hella affectionate like that. None of that, like at all. In hindsight, I kind of think it was because of me, because I was the only boy, and my dad, he was always locked up or on some missions, some goofy ass missions. Shout out to my pops though, you dig me? She had to play both sides, mom and dad. So she was really tough, like really tough. Like I don't show any emotions at all. Like it don't matter what the fuck's going on. I don't show emotions. And she would whoop my ass if she had to. She didn't whoop us a lot, but if she had to, she'll whoop our ass straight up. Looking at my mom, you'll never guess that she was a mob boss. I'm joking. Not really though. She a queen pin. She's the reason why my views on women are where they are. Like I used to be really picky when it came to women. But when I hit 21, from like that age all the way up to probably like 30, probably 31, I was a fucking dog. Like most niggas, you know, that's what was going on. You know, it still goes on for sure. Like, but that's what was going on. But now that I finally found myself, you know, found out that kid that found myself that was lost when I was like 19, 20. I found that kid again, and that's who I am today, and I'm very picky today. But at the same time, I'll speak on that later. But anyway, so when I was like 19, I called my mom, and because I'm in Utah, she in Texas. I called my mom, and I'm like, I'm talking to this girl. I'm 19. I'm like, I'm talking to this girl. She told me she wanted to be with me, and she'll leave her man, and she wanted us to move in together. I had an apartment with my relative, and she had a spot with dude. My mom's like, what? She's like, okay. She's like, what did she do? I'm like, she an escort. My mom was like, why would you want to be with a girl like that? And this and that. She gave me a whole spiel on this. You feel me? I didn't show that girl any more affection after that. And she was confused too. Like, cause I had been talking to her. Me and old girl was functioning. Me and old girl was functioning pretty heavy at that time. Put it like that. But I had a girl at the time, and she was going to college. And, you know, I had my little, you know, things on the side with the wop. But anyway, and the girl was pretty. She was bad as fuck too back then. Nowadays, I don't think she's so serious about it, but she feels the same way though. Like and two, she's like, you're grown now. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you gonna do. But most of the women I know, like family, my mom's friends, or women that I know that are around my mom's age group, or even older, they all have similar views to that. Their views are very similar. I was joking with one of my relatives about it one time, just clowning with her, and she got hot. She was steaming. You feel me? Like they're serious about that shit. They'll do anything but that. Like that was like, yeah. That's why I speak on it here and there. Honestly, but it ain't no diss. Like, you know, like we get it. They get it. I think they get it. They respect the game. Whoopie wop. But it's just something they wouldn't do. Just like anything else. Like just something, I don't know. My mama, Kimberly Davidson, a true queen, goddess, all that. I named my daughter after my mom. I knew since I was like 13, 14 years young or younger that if I ever had a daughter, I was going to name her after my mom. I wanted to name her like exactly after my mom, middle name and all. But my mom, she don't like her middle name. But I didn't even care. Only reason I didn't do it is because my mom was just like, don't give her that middle name. So my mom's is spelled the regular way you would spell Kimberly. But my daughter's is spelled with the L-E-E at the end. That's my mom's middle name, Lee. It's Kimberly Lee Davidson. She gonna be mad at me probably for saying that. My daughter's is Kimberly, like that. That was clever. I know y'all know that was a clever move. But anyway, clever. Kimberly, her name's Kimberly with the Lee. Then her middle name's Amina Kobe. I ain't gonna lie, I'm team mom all day and tomorrow. If mama say fuck you, it's fuck you. You heard? I'm definitely gonna do another part to this for sure. You know, every day's Mother's Day. Shout out to them real mamas out there, you dig? I salute. I'm talking about them real ones, you know. If you know, you know. Mama, we locked in for life. We locked in for life, baby. Yeah. You know your son love you. You always was a black queen, mama. Now I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed. Yeah. Shout out to my mama. You dig? Until next time.